Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do a little video about some of my favorite mascaras and kind of go through the standouts in my mascara collection. So this isn't really going to be like a full-fledged review video, but I'm just going to kind of highlight the mascaras that I really like, the ones I sort of like, and the ones that I'm like, I don't know, you might want to rethink this. And if you have any questions or if you want me to do more in-depth review later, just leave me a comment and I'll try and do that. So I'm just going to start and go ahead. None of these are drugstore mascaras. For some reason, I just never use drugstore mascara, but I hear it's really good, so I should probably start. But I have way too many mascaras, so I need to finish all of these first before I start buying drugstore mascaras. So anyway, here we go. First I'm going to start out with the MAC Pro Lash. I'll show you what the applicator looks like. This mascara is what I've been told one step down from the infamous MAC Zoom Lash, which looks like this. And this is what the Zoom Lash applicator looks like. And basically the reason why I really like the Pro Lash is because it's a little less heavy than the Zoom Lash. If you can compare the applicators, this is the Zoom Lash and this is the Pro Lash. So this applicator is a little thinner, this one's a little thicker, and to me this one is better at separating and lengthening and defining the lashes for like an everyday full lash look. This one, the product is a lot thicker, the Zoom Lash is a lot thicker, and I really like this one for going out, like if you want your lashes to look super done up, super sort of almost fake. And I really like the Zoom Lash, but to me for every day it was just kind of too clumpy and too cumbersome. It's the kind of product you can't layer. So if you put on your mascara in the morning and then later, say in the afternoon or the evening, you want to touch up before you go out, the Zoom Lash is not going to be able to be touched up. If you put this on, you pretty much have to remove it before you can add another coat. It dries and it becomes very kind of rigid and a little bit crusty. If you put another coat on, it will just make your lashes clump. So I asked the MAC lady, what would be something comparable to the Zoom Lash that's just a little bit less intense, and she recommended the Pro Lash. So if you like the Zoom Lash and you're just looking for something a little bit better for every day, I would definitely try the Pro Lash. I really like the Pro Lash. It can be layered. It's really good at separating and lengthening. Not quite as intense as this one. This one is super awesome, but like I said, I just don't like using it for every day. It's just too much in my opinion. Next up, I wanted to talk about the Mary Kay. This is the Ultimate Mascara, and this is surprisingly good. This is what the applicator looks like. It's a lot like some of the Lancome mascaras. I'm pretty sure this is what it was designed after. And I really like this mascara. It is a lot like the Zoom Lash, very full, very thickening, very lengthening, but not quite as clumpy and much easier to layer. So if you're looking for something, very dramatic and good for every day, I would definitely recommend the Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara. It's very good. Next up, I'm going to talk about the Clinique High Impact Mascara, and this is sort of my everyday staple. I've discovered this many years ago, and it is awesome. I absolutely love it. High Impact Mascara is pretty much the most intense mascara Clinique offers. However, for Clinique, that doesn't really mean much. If you compare the Clinique's most intense mascara to MAC's most intense mascara, there is such a difference. I can wear Clinique's High Impact Mascara every day. It's not clumpy, it's not extremely long wearing, but it is really thickening, it separates really well, it plumps up your lashes, it makes them look really full. You can layer over it later in the afternoon or the evening if you need to touch up. So it's an awesome, everyday, make your lashes look super dramatic and full mascara. Most people you talk to probably would be like, oh, you can't wear that every day, it's too dramatic. But I mean, I really like having full, fun, pretty lashes, so I do wear it every day. Another thing I really like about this one is it comes off really easily. It just washes right off. And this is what the applicator looks like. A lot of these look sort of the same, which is probably why I like all of them so much. Okay, moving on. Next up, I want to talk about two other kind of the next three are ones that I don't like quite as much as the other four that I just talked about. The first one is the MAC Plush Lash. I just got this because I used my mom's and I thought it was really good. But the more I use it, the more I'm not really that impressed. The applicator is really thick and it's flat actually. It's really full but flat like this, like the top here. It doesn't have bristles on the top, but it has bristles only on two sides. And to me, it's supposed to just volumize like really well, and it does volumize, but sometimes this applicator is so big it's like really hard to use, and it gets on my eyelid, and I don't know, it's just a little messy, and it's also really hard to use on your bottom lashes. I don't know, it just takes a little extra finesse, and I can't really quite understand the applicator yet. The effect is pretty nice. It's a pretty natural look, definitely voluptuous, very full, but not very thickening, not very lengthening. So if you just like a really full looking lash, like this would be really good at volumizing, making your lashes look really plush, hence the name Plush Lash, but it's not going to really make them look very defined or very thick. Just, you know, it will just make them look kind of more full, like almost as if you have more hairs than you actually do. But I kind of just layer it on, layer it on, layer it on, and then nothing really happens. Like I can't really tell the difference between one coat and 3 coats, so I don't really like that about it. Okay, next up I'm going to talk about the Clinique Lash Power Mascara, and this is the long wearing formula, and this applicator is really skinny, so it's really good for the bottom lashes. The thing that is great about this mascara is that it lasts all day. Like this mascara will last you like 12 to 15 hours. Without a doubt, it will not come off. However, there are some downsides to it as well. It's not very lengthening, it's not very thickening, it's really good at separating, and it stays on a really long time, but it's not a very dramatic look. So if you want something that's going to just be an everyday mascara that will stay on all day, I would definitely try this one. However, just a trick with this one, just to give you guys a heads up, when you wash this off, use warm water and soap. It will not come off with makeup remover. For some reason, the way it's formulated, it just doesn't come off with makeup remover. So if it's not coming off, you might be like freaking out, but it will come off with warm water and soap. You just have to kind of scrub it a little bit. So really good for long wearing, not quite as dramatic, but you might want to try it. Okay, last one. Last one is the Clinique High Lengths Mascara, and this just came out. The applicator is really interesting, unlike any other applicator I've ever used. It's just curved and has little notches on it. And this one is very interesting. Basically, this makes your eyelashes look kind of like mod, you know, like the mod fake really full eyelashes. So it separates and lengthens. It makes your eyelashes look super, super long. It can also be layered to create a more full looking appearance, to be a little more volumizing. With this one, make sure you use a lash curler because the applicator is so skinny, it really just doesn't give you any kind of curl. So I would say with this one, make sure that you use a lash curler. For me, I really don't think I'd wear this every day, and I really don't think I'd wear it out at night either, so I haven't really quite found like a way to integrate this into my makeup routine. It's kind of like one of those weird mascaras that you're like, oh, this is really good, but it's not really giving me what I want. It's not quite dramatic enough for me, but if you like the look of really long, thin, kind of skinny lashes, I would definitely try this. I don't like that look very much, so I don't really use it that much, but it does work at that really long, skinny, lengthened lash look. So if you like that, kind of the mod, fake eyelashy kind of look, I would try this. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to leave me a comment. I know that was really quick. I'm just trying not to go over the 10-minute mark, but thanks so much for watching, and feel free to check me out on Twitter if you're interested at Ms. Beauty Bitch. Have a good one.